Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Politics right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, Horn departs with call for New Hampshire GOP to drop opposition to gay marriage. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
AutoFair Volkswagen of Nashua makes it happen during the super sale. Now lease a new 2017 Jetta S, just $179 a month with zero down. Or buy it for just $199 a month with zero down, plus make no payments till spring. So if you want a championship deal on a new Volkswagen, AutoFair makes it happen. AutoFairVW.com.
AutoFair makes it happen.
Tonight, the New Hampshire Republican Party has a new leader. Former state senator and candidate for governor Jeannie Forrester. Members of the state committee voted her into the position at its annual meeting in Derry today. Governor Chris Sununu spoke highly of his former rival on the campaign trail, calling her the best choice for the position. Forrester told WMUR the party is re-energized after taking control of the House, Senate, and corner office in Concord.
It was an honor to hear so many people speak well of me, but I think it's because of the hard work that I've done in the Senate, and I'm looking forward to being the next party chair.
Forrester is also laying out a plan she calls Make New Hampshire Red Again. It includes expanding town GOP committees, increasing fundraising, and working to get Granite State Republicans elected to federal office. Forrester replaces Jennifer Horn as state party chair. In her farewell remarks, she surprised some in the room when she urged the party to change the wording in their platform to remove language that opposes gay marriage.
We cannot be the party of individual rights, limited government interference, and personal responsibility, while at the same time advocating to deny rights to any individual just because they are gay.
Now, attendees were divided on her remarks. Some applauded, others booed.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Hundreds of Granite Staters attend pro-life march in D.C. Over 245 New Hampshire residents made their way to Washington, D.C. for the 4th annual March of Life to speak out against abortion. The union leader reported that pro-life Granite Staters piled into 5 buses and headed to Washington, D.C. on Friday morning. The march began at the National Mall and wrapped up about a mile and a half way at the Supreme Court. Participants said it took about an hour to walk the entire distance. Guest speakers at the event included Vice President Mike Pence and senior Trump aide Kellyanne Conway, who both showed strong support for the march. On the same day as the march, the staffs of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Manchester and Catholic Charity New Hampshire participated in the silent pilgrim from diocese headquarters to St. Joseph's Cathedral. A Mass for Life was held at a church and about 700 people were in attendance. U.S. judge grants stay on deportation under Trump immigration order, but overall ban remains. A federal court in Brooklyn tonight granted an emergency stay on President Trump's executive order that bans immigration from 7 predominantly Muslim countries for 2 Iraq men who had valid visas to enter the United States but were detained today when they arrived in New York. Trump order call for an immediate suspension on immigration for countries with ties to terror, including Syria, Yemen, Sudan, Somalia, Iraq, Iran, and Libya for a time period of 90 days. It also calls for the complete suspension of Syria refugees for an indefinite period. How Republicans came to support Trump's wall. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
How are you comfortable spending $14 billion of unpaid for spending, or at least without some sort of mechanism to ensure that it gets
Well,
offset?
first of all, we see this as a national security priority. We see this as something that is of crisis proportions with respect to opioids, with respect to drugs, with respect to the fact that we have a porous border. So this is a national security issue. We anticipate a supplemental coming from the administration on defense and the border.
When do you expect that?
I don't. We have to get Mulvaney. Mulvaney has to get in office, then has to start working on it. So I'm hoping sooner rather than later. I'm hoping, but within the first quarter we can get this done. But again, it's getting them up and running so that they can send us a supplemental. But this is something we want to get on right away. And so we do believe that this is urgent. We believe this is one of the most important promises the president make running for office. It's a promise he's going to keep, and it's a promise we're going to help him keep.
How can you ensure that Mexico is going to pay, though?
Well, like I said, that's what yesterday's was all about. There are a medley of range of options on how you can get more revenues coming in from another country, which can be used to offset things like this.
Should Mexico pay?
Border, that's not the point.
Well, it kind of is the point, right? Why should Mexico pay for it?
Anna asked me.
Now you're pitting us
And
against each other.
I'm saying
Okay.
yes, they can.
My turn next. Yeah. But should Mexico pay for it? Why should Mexico pay for a wall that we want, that they don't?
Well, look, I'm not going to take, no offense, but I just don't want to get in the wedge. I'm not going to take bait and drive wedges. I'm going to try and get things done. And I do believe that we should have a physical barrier at the border. Look, I voted for this in 2006, I think. We all did. Chuck Schumer voted for this in 2006. It never got done. This is why people are pretty upset. We say a lot of things up here, but we actually don't do anything. This is what this Congress is about. It's actually doing the things we said we would do, restoring the trust with the country. So I'm not going to get into a quibbling about whether they should or should not pay for it. We got to get this thing done because we said we would do it. Now we have to deliver.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for politics right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. See you back here later on today, everyone, for the Riley King Newscast in Riley's Kingdom of Weather. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.